Today I am going to show you about a beautiful green forest located in Indonesia. Those of you watching this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. All of you are warmly welcome to the Travel Vidme channel. Green forests are lush, dense areas of vegetation dominated by trees and other plant life, which play a crucial role in the Earth's ecosystems. These forests are typically located in regions with ample rainfall and moderate to high humidity, allowing for the growth of a diverse range of flora and fauna. Some key characteristics of green forests include 1. High biodiversity. They are home to a vast variety of species, including trees, plants, animals, insects, and microorganisms. This biodiversity contributes to the health and balance of global ecosystems. 2. Carbon sequestration. Green forests act as major carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere and releasing oxygen, which helps mitigate the effects of climate change. 3. Water regulation. Forests play a vital role in the hydrological cycle by capturing rainfall, replenishing groundwater supplies, and reducing the risk of floods and soil erosion. 4. Climate stabilization. By regulating temperatures and maintaining humidity levels, forests create a microclimate that is essential for the survival of various species and even for human communities. 5. Economic and cultural importance. Forests provide resources such as timber, fruits, medicinal plants, and other raw materials. They also hold cultural significance for many indigenous communities and serve as a place for recreation and spiritual renewal for people worldwide. 6. Types of green forests. Tropical rainforests, found near the equator. These forests have a dense canopy and are evergreen, staying green year-round. They host a wide array of species and have a high level of biodiversity. Temperate forests, located in regions with distinct seasons. These forests may shed their leaves annually, such as in deciduous forests, or remain evergreen like coniferous forests. Boreal forests, taiga, found in the northern hemisphere. They consist mainly of coniferous trees like pines and spruces and are adapted to colder climates. The conservation of green forests is essential for maintaining ecological balance, combating global warming, and preserving the livelihoods of millions of people. Waterfalls, like Grojongan Falls, are typically supplied by rivers or streams that flow through a landscape. The main watercourse that supplies water to a waterfall can come from various sources. Grojongan Falls, like many natural waterfalls, is typically fed by a primary watercourse such as a river or stream that flows from higher elevations. This watercourse collects rainfall, runoff, and possibly groundwater from the surrounding area, channeling it to the falls. The flow and volume of water can vary depending on seasonal rains or water management practices in the area. If Grojongan Falls is similar to other waterfalls in the region, it could be part of a river system or stream that is fed by rainfall in the surrounding forests or mountains. These watercourses often run through dense forests, adding to the beauty and biodiversity around the waterfall. 1. Rainwater. Waterfalls are often fed by streams that are supplied with rainwater. In regions with high rainfall, the land absorbs water, which then flows downhill due to gravity, forming streams or rivers. These watercourses move through valleys, eventually reaching a drop, which forms the waterfall. 2. 2. Mountain or hill runoff. If Grojongan Falls is located in a hilly or mountainous area, the water likely comes from higher elevations where snowmelt or rainwater collects. The water travels down the slopes through streams or small rivers, eventually feeding the waterfall. 3. Groundwater sources. Sometimes, watercourses are fed by underground springs or aquifers. In this case, the water seeps from beneath the ground into the stream or river, sustaining the waterfall even during dry seasons. 4. Lakes or reservoirs. In some instances, waterfalls can be connected to larger bodies of water such as lakes or man-made reservoirs. If the water levels are high enough, they overflow into rivers or streams that feed the waterfall. The watercourse feeding Grojongan Falls might be part of a network of streams that gather water from a combination of these sources. If you are interested in more specifics, it might be helpful to explore local maps or hydrological surveys, which often identify the watercourses in the area. The forest surrounding Grojongan Falls is likely a biodiverse and vibrant ecosystem, typical of regions with ample water and rich natural resources. The presence of a waterfall like Grojongan suggests a landscape that is not only scenic but also ecologically important. Here's a detailed description of both the forest and the waterfall. Biodiverse forest. The forest around Grojongan Falls would be teeming with life, with towering trees, dense undergrowth, and a diverse range of species. Here are the key elements of such a forest. 1. Flora, plants and trees. Tall canopy. The forest might have a high canopy of trees, with species like teak, mahogany, or tropical hardwoods, depending on the climate. These trees provide shelter and food for numerous organisms. Understory plants. Beneath the towering trees, there would be a variety of smaller trees, shrubs, and vines. These plants thrive in the filtered sunlight and contribute to the diversity of the ecosystem. Ferns, mosses, and orchids. The moisture from the waterfall creates a humid microclimate, perfect for the growth of ferns, mosses, and epiphytic plants like orchids, which cling to trees and rocks. Medicinal and edible plants. Local communities might depend on the forest for medicinal herbs, fruit, and other edible plants. 2. Fauna, animals. Birdlife. The forest likely hosts a variety of birds, from colorful parrots and songbirds to larger raptors. These birds thrive on the abundance of insects, fruit, and seeds. Insects. The rich plant life supports a diverse range of insects, including butterflies, bees, and beetles, all essential for pollination and nutrient cycling in the forest. Mammals and reptiles. You might find mammals such as monkeys, deer, or small rodents. Reptiles like snakes, lizards, and amphibians are also common in the moist environment around the waterfall. Aquatic life. The stream feeding the waterfall could support fish, amphibians, and crustaceans, which in turn provide food for other animals in the ecosystem. Grojongan waterfall. The waterfall itself is a natural spectacle, valuable not only for its beauty but also for the ecosystem services it provides. 1. Scenic beauty. Grojongan Falls, like many waterfalls, would have a striking appearance, with water cascading down rock faces into a pool below. The constant mist and spray create rainbows on sunny days, adding to its visual allure. 2. Microclimate. The waterfall creates a cooler, more humid microclimate in the immediate vicinity. This supports unique vegetation like mosses and ferns that thrive in the moisture-rich environment. 3. Water source. The waterfall and the stream that feeds it are vital for both the forest and surrounding human communities. It provides a constant water source, supporting the growth of plants and serving as a habitat for aquatic species. 4. Cultural and economic value. Waterfalls often hold cultural significance, being sites of local myths or spiritual importance. Grojongan Sewu Falls could also be an important location for ecotourism, attracting visitors who appreciate its natural beauty, which in turn supports local economies. 5. Erosion and geology. The force of the water cascading down the rock face helps shape the landscape over time, carving out valleys and cliffs, which contribute to the distinct topography of the area. The rocks around the falls may be ancient, contributing to the geological richness of the region. Together, the biodiverse forest and Grojongan Sewu Falls form an invaluable natural treasure, crucial for maintaining ecological balance, supporting wildlife, and providing water and resources for nearby human communities. In the next video, I will bring you a more detailed description of the waterfall Grojongan Sewu. Thank you for today.